Okay, I've completed my set-in, plus I've gone up 6 dovetails. I am completing my 6th one and returning my background ready for a passover. I am finishing off my 6th dovetail on my left side, and I'm going guide plus 2 strings over. And my left side still continues the same with the dovetail. Now I return my background, and now I'm going to do passover on the left side. Guide, which is in the bottom string, plus 2 top strings. And I will continue, and this is a meeting row, so I'm only going to meet my white. And I will continue this for a total of 6 dovetails. Now I've completed my 6 dovetails right here, so I'm ready for the next passover, which is my around. Remember, your white passes over first, guide plus 2. There's always a passover before there is a set-in of your second color. So there's that right side passover. I'm going to return my left side. I'm going to add my center color right at the same point I added my white, and I pass that one over, and I add a left side white on the bottom shed, guide plus 2. So on my first row I'm doing passover. Once I shift, I set in my middle and I set in my left side design color, and we continue this for another 6 dovetails.
There you go.
I've already added a second step to my black, and I'm at the verge of completing my 6 dovetails on the right side. So now I'm going to complete my 6th dovetail, and now with my white design I'm going to pass in 2 top strings to start decreasing again on my cross. Same thing happens with my background. I've completed the 6 here, so now I'm going to go in 2 top strings. Remember, now as we're going from left to right, we're on the around and cover rows. So I picked up and went around this string, around and cover, around and cover. I'm completing the 6 on the left side. I'm completing the 6 of my white on my left side, plus passing over. Notice now my guide string is on the top on the left side when I'm decreasing, so it's guide plus 2 into the black, and my background will again guide plus 2 with my white. And there you're ready for your decreasing, and you're going to do this for another 6 rounds, and then I'll show you how to tie off your black. I'm completing my 6th dovetail with my black, and I'm ready to drop it off. So this is going to go normal, okay, to complete the 6. My white goes normal, and I go and I decrease 2 top strings. Now we're going around. I'm going to leave my right side white alone. I'm going to tie off to finish off my 6th dovetail plus 1 just to reinforce it, and my left side white takes over. So I'm completing the 6 on the left side, and I'm already going on top on my right side, and I'm also going to decrease guide plus 2. Therefore you have dropped both your black and your white, and you're ready with this is just a meeting row, so you're back to just one color. And the same way that you dropped off your black is the same way that you're going to drop off your white when you complete your pattern. Notice on your last assignment, you're going to be doing the step design, and you're going to continue going out. It's just going to be repetitive. On this particular pattern, there's 2 steps, and then I set in the black. The only difference on the last assignment is that you're going to be putting in a total of 3 white steps, and then you put in your black, and you continue that stacking on top of one another. Okay, on the next pattern, as you can see, we've got the 5 steps going on. I didn't record any of this because you already have the information. The only part that's kind of tricky is when you add the little tiny the little block inside. So I'm going to reinforce that. I'm on my 6th dovetail. Therefore, I'm completing the 6th one on my right side. So I'm going to tie it off by going over 2 top strings. And then my background is going to go and meet all the way to the center background color. I'm going to return this, going around my center color. I'm going to tie off my middle red, which is around +1. I'm going to tie off my left side gray around +1. And then my background color goes and meets the left side of the center color. Notice that I'm going to cut off and leave about 3/4 of an inch on each side, because those are going to be the markings when we decide to add the colors on the other side. So I'm going to return my background color, and once again set in my black normally to the one before and the one after on the bottom shed, pass over 2 top strings, and then my background color meets the black. I'm ready to complete my 6th dovetail on my black, so this is going to go normal. And remember, I told you to leave a little tail here on the white. That's an indicator so that I can set in. Now we're going to cross these colors also, so I'm going to set my gray in exactly matching at the same point that I dropped off my white. Okay, so this color here is going to go and meet my black, and this goes normal. We're going around and cover. We're gonna around +1, and then we're going to add my white exactly at the place I dropped off my gray. And so this is around and cover also. See the way these two match? And around and cover. The last one that we're going to be adding is the center red. Therefore, this one is going to be reset at the same place that the black block was, on the bottom shed, 2 top strings, and another total of 6 dovetails. Then you begin decreasing a total of 5 steps, and that will complete your pattern. Okay, now we're ready for the lines, or what we call hospice or líneas. And so once again, we're going to find our middle string, and we're going to count a total of 40 strings to the right, which reaches right to this point. Once again, you're going to pick up the string before and the one after on the bottom shed. When you're going to start your hospice, you're going to set it in, and you're going to go all the way through till you reach your 40 on your left hand side. You're going to arch, shift, and bang, and from that 40th string you're just going to find that area and you're going to return it back to your 40th string on this other side. Notice that I have not even moved my background color. I've just inserted a line that is not all the way to the end. Then we're going to weave our background for a total of, I believe, 5 rounds. There's 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and 5 rounds. So then you clip this off and you go in from that point, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to set in once again on the bottom shed, decreasing it by 5. Same thing on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and therefore your line is decreasing back and forth, and another 5 rounds. And that's the way you do your líneas or your hospice.